everybody. It's not morning time, it's afternoon. I didn't shoot no video this morning. I had a lot going on and still trying to kick this other in the butt, but I'm feeling really better. So Melinda and I, we just got back from ALLHOME over at VistaMall in Oton, and we picked up a bunch of tile. And the deal is we went over there to buy 4 or 5 tiles that they kind of had hid back for us to finish up a project of ours that we ran short of tile. They showed the inventory, they had some, but they never could find it. So one will go buy those 4 or 5 they had, and at least it'll finish out this one spot. But we really had a whole nother CR we wanted to do exactly the same, and we wanted everything kind of matching everywhere so we can keep extras of tiles, and if there's ever a damage in the house or something with one of the tiles, well, we'd have spares, and you wouldn't have to have 20 different kinds of spares to have laying around, you know. And that way for years to come you'll be able to repair it pretty easy, keep a few extra on hand. Well, we got over there and there was those few, but in the midst of all this, an employee there stumbled up on a whole bunch of the tile that we have been looking for. It was hidden back in behind a bunch of other tile, and we were so happy for that. We didn't know we were gonna go get a whole pickup load of tile, but we did, and we're happy for it. And now we can continue on with the CRs, and that was a blessing. We ate at Dear Joe's there. Now they're opening up that mall bigger inside and all. We ate at the Dear Joe's there, and it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice atmosphere, it was good food. I have not a complaint in the world. That was enjoyable as well. And we got back here just in time for the guys to get back from their lunch. Let me show you what's been going on. Well, you can see they're starting to do a little mix right there, and I'll show you what they're going to be using that mix for. And that's right up here on front of the house. You see that forms up there right now. We're making like a little overhang, kind of like a little canopy, and it's going to have precast lights on this door right here wrapping around it, and it'll have some LED lights pointing down on the front of the house right here. And this is why we've left the steel sticking up for so long. All this is going to get finished out now. It should be very nice. Very nice. So the precast will be the size like that precast there. And after we pour this, and we'll have our boxes embedded for the LED lights and all, that precast will stick up above this little poured cement, and it'll stick down just a little bit below it as well. And that'll create like a drip edge too, so you don't have that moisture rolling under and getting on the bottom of the concrete and causing mildew that's hard to get up there and clean off. And at the same time, it'll create a ledge here, and moisture's not running over the front of it either. It can only run back in here onto the deck. It's gonna be very nice. Give a nice ledge. Say if somebody sets something down, that precast, the back of it will be sticking way up. It'll keep things from falling off so easy and all as well. It's gonna be a nice little addition here, and finalizing some of the stuff here on the house as well. I asked them to mix that pretty dry. I don't want any little voids or anything. That's why he's putting paper in here. That Portland soupy mix running down the front of the house, getting down on my black stone and tiles below. Told them to do it kind of dry, like they do a rendering mix, you know, but with some aggregate in it. And so I've been very adamant about that. June just now mixed that up, and he had it actually too dry. We also still need to go in here and form pretty good. Just do not want it where it's just juicy and just running out everywhere. Yeah, that's looking better now. That's the way I want it, where it's standing up like that. We don't have much of a slump to it. We're not pouring this real thick. I think we're pouring it like 2.5 inches thick only. Just enough that it embeds that box pretty good right there. Eventually we'll come back over and put a tile cap on this ledge here, so you can gain a little bit more thickness with the tile as well. And another thing we did is we dropped it below this edge right here, so it's not formed up here even with the wall. I don't know what you can see on camera, but it's below it, and that way to give it a little bit of something for it to rest against and push, you know, with the weight of the canopy pushing down, it'll push against the existing wall. So the nice thing on this now is that, as I said, when they put that precast here on the front of it, the precast is going to stand up, create a little edge there, like a little stopper. So if you set something here, tip something over, maybe don't just roll off and fall all the way down. It'll stand up there a little ways. So it's going to be pretty nice. I like it. Almost finished with a little dirty kitchen as far as getting it dried in. I guess it really is dried in, and we got it screened in most of the way. I need to add one little small piece of screen. I think I have some around here somewhere, but it's gonna be really nice from a cook inside with and all now. It's got a little bit more we gotta do in there, but it's getting pretty close though. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And they'll be cooking over to one side over here with those little wood burners, and that's why I didn't want NIPA on this. I just didn't want to take a chance of a spark or something, catch all this little building on fire. So I'm gonna make it pretty fire safe and over to this one side, away from all that nipping, away from my boat. Uy.
Uy, uy. Diyan mo pa kay diyan? Ang bilog na, daan mo lang din.
I think it's enough, ain't it, Ma? That's enough, isn't it? Just that. Which one? No, it's gonna leave a big hole. It's okay. It's okay. We're topping it because we like it to stay really flat on top. We want it to spread a big wide canopy out around and stay really flat on top. We don't want it to get super tall here at the beach. We like the talisi, but we don't want it super tall because it's gonna be harder for it to fight against the wind then, and more chance it to fall and break. Well, over here in the next CR, since we picked up tile today, Joel's going to work on it already. He's setting up and doing his layout right now. kind of lining up how everything's gonna go. This is all that tile I bought today, different ones. Oh, and you see, Joel, we're going to use this for a border because I had some left over, so I bought an extra box to go with it, and we'll border with that.